Alright, so this is the final chapter in the gel light filter series, and we'll create like a underwater caustics. Okay, so this is pretty simple. Okay, so what I'm going to do is let's just duplicate this, our light projection, and yeah, let's disconnect that as well. Okay, so what I need is I need like whirly noise, and then we're going to distort the whirly noise using some standard noise. Okay, so type in whirly and we'll take whirly 2D, and you can just connect the light projection UVs to your texture coordinates, and we can plug that into tint, and so this is what you get. Now what I can do is I can just take a float ramp, a cubic float ramp, and we'll just sort of scale it down like that. Yeah, so it gives me something like this. Okay, and then I can just take a noise map. So we can take a noise map 2D and plug in the texture coordinates here and change the output to vector 2. Okay, and take an add, and we can add it to this. And that's pretty much it. Now what you can do is, in order to make it look better, is we can switch this to orthographic projection, and that's what you get. Okay, now if I take this noise map and I animate the pivot, you can have it move around, and you can animate like this defines like how much it will distort. You can also take an add in here and animate like this particular value, so we can probably see. So you can also like, that's actually a little bit better. Let's take this to 1 and 1, and I can animate this. Yeah, there you go. See, so that's actually not bad. Yeah, so you can sort of animate and any of these. Now how do you animate it? Because I was trying to animate it using the edit property and that wasn't working for some reason. But you can, like, if you just want to move, we can take like a time node and use that. So what I can do is I can just take a material x time and I can plug that into the pivot value. And if you play this, see, you can get the whole thing animate. If you don't want to do this, what we can do is let's just take we'll take a combine 2. Yeah, this will combine to a vector 2. I can take 2 constant nodes. So one for this and one for that. Like if I want to animate the add value here. So this comes in here and I can disconnect the time from this point and connect it to any one of these. So that will give me, see, so that will, it'll move it down, or we can move it, sideways. So if you want slightly more complex motion, we can do it this way. Like we can have like a couple of things animating. And if you want, like I can take a multiply here and maybe slow it down a little. So this one I can keep it to like 0.25. Yeah. So you can do like, so this is not bad. Okay. And then we can also put in a multiply here. And this is your frequency. So I can just, see, I can make it less or more. Let's keep it to about 0.7. I think 0.7 should be nice. Yeah. And let's try to turn on our noise. Sorry, our fog, and see what we get. Let's just bump up the exposure. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can come in here and adjust it. Like you can come into the light filter and come to the cubic ramp and sort of, squeeze it in a bit more. Yeah, I don't think we need anything here. All right, so that's pretty much it. So this is, all the variety of things that you can do with the gel light filter. So I think it should give you enough ideas of, how flexible the overall system is. And once it gets supported by Karma XPU, it will be a lot faster to render. So one more version. Yeah, that's pretty much it.